Good evening, friends. This is Laura with Potpourri of Life. I hope you had a great day. Today was an interesting, actually, it was a better day. But what I had was, I had a rough week, so I haven't been on for a few days. And part of the reason is I was having a lot of Lyme flares. And so your body's in pain, you have emotional breakdown, you have all kinds of stuff going on while you're trying to take care of things. And it was getting to be a bit much. Yet this weekend, we spent some time with our daughters. They were all able to come in together, which was really nice. And one of the things is one of my daughters gave me an early birthday gift, which was some Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt soaking solution, and it's the Relax and Relief one, which has eucalyptus and spearmint in it. I've used that one before. I've used their liquid one as well, and I do use their products from time to time. Usually I get those as special gifts. My husband will pick up, or my daughter, because they know I like to enjoy a relaxing, and they know not only do I enjoy it, but it relaxes me and it helps with my Lyme flares. I don't know if my daughter knew that I was dealing with a lot of Lyme flares, but her gift was perfect. In addition to that, she got me a candle to go with it, which I've never purchased his candles before. And you can tell I used it. I used it this morning. So I asked my husband, I said, David, I just need to chill. I can't do anything with you right now. I've got to chill. And I really did. It was the best thing that I could have done, and I'm kind of a little disappointed in myself for not doing it sooner, because I've been dealing with a lot of this for a couple of weeks, and you move on because there's just a lot of work that has to be done between the gardens and cleaning, and we've been trying to organize the shed and his garage and a variety of things, and it was just like I became overwhelmed on top of the Lyme flare. So I'm just like, oh goodness. So this morning I took a bath, and normally I take a bath at night because I'm going to bed, and it relaxes me. But it relaxed me today so that once I was out and refreshed, I was able to get things done today much easier than I have in a while. I'm still on the agitative side of things, but it worked out really well. And so this is it's stress and relax. It did just that. So I'm going to share with you, because I make a lot of my own Epsom salt type solutions for my needs, and I'll put essential oils in, or I won't. I might use flowers, or I won't. I am kind of I go with the flow type of thing. But what I want to share with you is one that I have used a number of times when I have had tons of Lyme issues going on, more so closer to when I started out with Lyme. Now, as I share this, I need to explain to you, not all Lyme patients do well with hot or warm baths. I did. And I did because I had a lot of abdominal pain, I had back pain, I had leg pain. I was in pain from head to toe. And even though I have other issues as well, this bath was actually one that helped me a great deal. Now, the one my daughter gave me today worked fabulously. It relaxed me to the point where I didn't need a nap after. It just kind of helped me relax so I could move forward. But I'm going to show you how I make one of my blends. And I will show more as I go on of different ones that you can put together. Now, I could put some of these together on my Etsy shop. I just need to know that people want me to do that. So, but this first one is going to be a blend that's going to use Ylang Ylang essential oil. Now, there's a lot of benefits with Ylang Ylang that is the reason in which I use this. I use other essential oils as well. I've used this with lavender. I've used it with, I can't think off the top of my head. But what I'll share with you is what Ylang Ylang can do. So it helps with blood pressure and heart health. And that is one of the symptoms with Lyme disease, that our blood pressures can be high. And so people don't understand, and I've had testing for my blood pressure and I check it a lot, and usually at home I'm fine, but not always. But when I go places, I can feel my blood pressure raise. So that Ylang Ylang is a good one. So I make actually a perfume that I wear that does help as well. It's also good for your skin health. It can make it youthful looking. It can rejuvenate it. So a lot of times when I got out of the bath, and maybe I'm spoiled, my husband has always given me massages after. He didn't this morning. But I didn't ask him either. But usually what he does is, most especially during the Lyme time, is he would give me a massage with a massage oil that I put together, and I put in some different oils. So when he went to do the massage, he could feel that my body just felt really soft after these baths. Now, the benefit of Ylang Ylang also is the emotional aid for stress and anxiety. And those of us who deal with Lyme disease, and currently mine is Lyme flares and stuff, and it can also help with those who have depression, Ylang Ylang is an added feature, is a benefit to have. It's an energy boost. Now, even though I used this at night, I used it for the relaxation part of what Ylang Ylang can do. It's good for your hair, and the nice thing about that is that a lot of times after I have a bath, my hair feels all gross and stuff, so I'll just dunk my head into the water to kind of rinse everything out, and my hair always looks fine. And today, I did that with the other one, and Epsom Salts is actually good as well. So I do that, and then I just kind of rinse it with some vinegar rinse, and it just comes out really nice. Now, it also helps with libido. So those of you who need help in that area, Ylang Ylang is nice. You can make a perfume, or you can take a nice relaxing bath with it as well. Another issue I have with Lyme is neuropathy. Right now I'm not having any neuropathy pain, which is great because that's horrible to have. I have feet pain, but the neuropathy part is not there, at least not right now, so I'm going to be fine. For women who have issues with menstruation and you have a lot of cramping, or those with bladder cramping, it does help calm those spasms, those cramping spasms. It helps with muscle pain, and it, believe it or not, it's actually an insect repellent too. I don't use it for that, but that could be why when I use this with my other stuff as can't think tonight. See, this is another problem with Lyme disease, brain fog. But with insect repellent, I use this with another couple of essential oils, and I wear it as a perfume. Could be why I don't get some. I've been dealing with insects lately because I haven't been using the perfume because I've been too busy. I forgot about what my body needs. So what I want to do is I want to show you how to make this, whether you have Lyme disease or not. Maybe you have these other issues that's like, maybe that would help me. If you're in menopause and you're dealing with some of these things, if you're dealing with anything, this could help. Now, this is fine for men as well. Just because you might not have female cramping, you may have other cramping issues that you may have to contend with. So this isn't a bad thing. Now, I do want to remind you, the most that you want to soak in a tub of Epsom salts, any Epsom salt type mixture, is 20, no more than 30 minutes, and don't overdo it on the dosage. And I'll explain why, and I'll tell you why. I've experienced it. And this morning, I did not put very much in, but because I was in there for more than 20 minutes, I ended up with the response of, when I got out of the tub, I was faint. And I had already sent my husband off to his shop. I said, I just need some time alone. And what I did was, I poured the bath. It wasn't really hot, because sometimes really hot water can do it as well. So you want it to be a comfortably warm to hot, or whatever your body can handle. So, and then you want to just soak and relax for about 20 to 30 minutes. Well, I had also put on some very relaxing mood calming music because that's what I needed. I didn't need any distraction. He had the instructions that if the phone rang out in the shop, answer it. And so that was his job. That's how he helped me with this. So I got out of the tub and I was faint. I was like, whoa. But I couldn't call him in because I sent him away. He did come in a little bit later and he found me on the bed, kind of like laid out, trying to calm the rest of my body to calm down, because your body is like doing a detox. And when you get out with too much Epsom salt having infiltrated your body through your pores and everything, it can cause that to happen. I forgot about that, but not really, because I only used a quarter cup, and that's about the amount you need. And I used to use more, so I was very careful. So I share this as a warning. Don't use more than a quarter cup, and don't stay in longer than 20 minutes. And if you do this, make sure you have a partner or somebody close by that can just kind of check in on you at that 20-minute mark to help you get out of the tub if you need it, because I got up and it was like, whoa. So I just took it really easy because I'm used to this happening from time to time. So I was fine. I just went and laid down on my bed. It doesn't do anything dangerous for me, but I have to give that warning out. 20 minutes, quarter cup, no more. So I'm going to make a batch of what I use with the Ylang Ylang. This is not the relaxing one. This is the one that does everything else for me and my Lyme issues. So we're going to start with a cup, okay, of regular Epsom salts. I store it in half-gallon jars, so I'm going to turn this a little bit so you can see. You'll be seeing me taking it out of here. Okay. So we want a cup of this. And this is how I store my Epsom salts. I put them in a half-gallon mason jar. And part of the reason is I don't like how the bag can easily open up. It's just my preferred method. And the one that she gave me, my daughter gave me, I put in a half-gallon jar as well. Because, and that's what is in here. And I'm going to take that label off that package that I shared with you and put it on there so I don't have to keep the package. So here I have a cup of Epsom salts, and I put it in to a jar. This is a pint-sized jar, mason jar. Now, if you don't have a 1-cup measure, there is an 8-ounce mark right on there. So you could just fill it up to that mark. The next thing that I'm going to put in there, and I already measured this out, is a quarter cup of sea salt. Alright, and then the next one that I'm going to use is I'm going to put some organic baking soda, and that's going to be a quarter cup as well. So you put the quarter cup of baking soda in. Now you see that we pretty much got almost a full pint. The next thing that we're going to do is I am going to put in, oops, let's see, what do I want to put in there? Okay, I'm going to put 4 drops of Ylang Ylang. If you drop a few extras, it's not going to hurt anything. Then, let me see, I know I have here, I'm going to start getting that all mixed in. Oh goodness, this is already smelling wonderful. Ylang Ylang is one of my favorite essential oils, and I think I fell in love with it when I discovered how beneficial it was with my Lyme disease. Now, just to make sure, I know I had some lids that I brought up. Here we go. So what you can do, you can work your arm muscles by shaking this up and blending it together. Now all you have to do is you take a 1/4 cup of this blend, throw it in your tub, and I do tend to do a hot bath, but I have this, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Now I'm not going to take another Epsom salt bath today because I don't like to take too many in a week even, but sometimes I've done them almost every night when the pain's really bad. But doing this once or twice a week, even 3 times a week, can be very beneficial if you're dealing with a lot of stress, if you have pain issues, if you have cramping issues. It can be very beneficial. Now, I say that because I have experience with it. Now, those with Lyme disease, some people will say no. If you ever get into a Lyme group, everybody has their own opinions, everybody has their own experiences. Now, I consulted with my Lyme physician anytime I tried something new. He had no problem. He said, if it helps you, then you should do it. And so that's what I do. One other thing, you want to make sure of when you take a bath with Epsom salts. The reason I'm doing this now is because I have a scratch in my throat. This is a 2-cup bottle. It's filtered water, and I take this into the tub when I take an Epsom salt bath. Oftentimes I have 2 of these. It helps make it so that you don't have that overwhelming, dizzy feeling coming out of the bath. But when you take a bath and it's hot water, you can start getting dehydrated. Even though you're in a big body of water, you can still get dehydrated. So you need to make sure that you're drinking water while you're in the tub. Would I recommend flavored water? Personally, no. I use straight filtered water, and that's what I drink. I drink at least 1 of these, and I have been known to drink 2. Today I only drank 1. And I, like I said, I was in there for more than half an hour because I listened to 2 relaxing songs, and I really needed, I think I was in there maybe 40 minutes. And I got out, and I honestly, I did not want to get out of that water because it just felt good to just kind of like let the world be at bay. The phone didn't ring. There was no other noises. And even though my husband is quiet, to have him out in his shop, there was no other distractions. So it was very beneficial for me. So again, I'm going to go over what is in this mix. And it is 1 cup Epsom salts, 1/4 cup of sea salt, not iodized salt from, you know, those of you who use iodized salt for eating and cooking, real sea salt. Then, and you can get that in a variety of places. And then a 1/4 cup of baking soda. Try to use organic if you have it. That is actually better for you. If you don't and you've got the brand from the store, that's fine too. I prefer organic when I am making products for cosmetic uses or bath uses or anything like that. I prefer the organic as much as I can. So that's all it is for a basic Epsom salt bath mix. This one is my Lyme Relaxy, whatever you want to call it. what this does is it settles down my muscles. It settles down the cramping. It settles down the emotions. So this is an emotional, stress relieving type of blend. And I would recommend it for people who have Lyme disease. Now, I think it's beneficial for anybody to sit back and take a break and have a bath. Now, there is no lavender in here. Sometimes I've done this with lavender, and I don't always put lavender in the bath, but I do at times, and so I will be making some of those blends too. But this one is my Ylang Ylang, and you spell that Y-L-A-N-G, Y-L-A-N-G. It's 2 words, and it's a beautiful scent. I do recommend, highly recommend that you buy quality essential oils. And I'm not talking about multi-level marketing ones. I do not recommend that you go to a retailer that does not specialize in essential oils. Okay, that's the safest way I can say that. I recommend that you go with a business that actually does this. There's a few places that I buy my essential oils from, and they're quality blends. And I know that some people will say, well, tell me. I said, I can't right now because I'm not promoting them at this time, and I want to let them know first that I will be sharing their name. They need to be informed that you're going to be using their name. And I haven't done that yet. But so I just recommend that you use quality brand essential oils. And the reason I say not to purchase them from places that sell a variety of products that don't specialize in this is because they're getting them mass produced. You don't know where they're made. And I have tried. I've actually picked some up. They are not, and because I do essential oils and infuse. I burn essential oils. I infuse them and stuff. They made me sick, so I highly recommend that you don't. Now, I did that as a trial. I bought one and I said, I'm just curious. And even though it smells right, it's not, because once you start burning them or start using them, it can be bad. Now, a lot of people the one thing that I do not put in a bath, and a lot of people recommend, is to use tea tree. I am going to put this warning today, and I will say it over and over again. Tea tree should not be put in the tub. I have a lot of skin sensitivities, and not sure, I think it is partly due to Lyme. I put 1 drop in. I thought one time I put too much in and I got burned. Then one time I said, okay, maybe just 1 drop, because it's a real good essential oil. But what it did was it burned my body. So I don't recommend that you use it. But that being said, and most especially with children, and I have used it with some of the wipes that we make, but it's with oils and stuff. But in the bath, tea tree should not be added to your bath because it's not absorbed with some oils. Now, I realize a lot of people will be out there saying, oh, you can use it. It's not safe. I literally had burn marks on my body. And sure, I can say I have sensitive skin and people can poo-poo it. When you use tea tree, it needs to be used with a blend of like coconut oil or some other things. And some people may say, well, you've got soap and stuff. No, when you're doing an Epsom salt bath, you don't have those carrier oils. And so I highly recommend, do not put tea tree oil. There are quality tea tree oils out there. I'm not denying that. And I do use tea tree oil in some things that I use, and I will be sharing those in future videos. But for baths, I'm just asking, please be very cautious when you use tea tree. If you end up with burn marks, I told you so. So be very careful with that. That being said, I hope this recipe is enjoyable for you. And I will be putting a few of these out on my Etsy shop at some point. If this is something of interest, please leave a comment so I know that there is interest, or email me at the email that's listed in my post. But for now, that's how you make it. If you have those ingredients, you can do this yourself. If you don't have these ingredients and you're going to be at the store at, you know, there's a variety of pharmacies that carry this brand as well as Walmart. So you have an option of just buying these things. They do not do the Ylang Ylang blend. I know they do a lavender one, and I know that they do the eucalyptus and spearmint. And I think there's another one I've used, and it's been a while since I bought them. So that's an easy way. You can go and you can purchase it that way as well. So that's how you make it. And I just thank you for joining me today. And I'm sorry it's been a few days since I've been here. As you can tell, that I'm still struggling on a few things, but I do know that this was something that I wanted to share with you. And I will be back sharing some more Epsom salt things that you can do for your health, for the bath, for some different things that I use it for. And right now, Epsom salt is fairly reasonable. And with the prices of things going up, you know, it's just, that's why I've been kind of conservative of how often I use this. But I haven't needed it, and I didn't know how much I needed an Epsom salt bath until today. So I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that my daughter thought of me to get that, because it was a big help. And I really appreciate my husband giving me a little bit of space, because he knows when I say, Dave, hun, you gotta back off because I need time for me. And he honors that. He likes being around me. That's a great thing. But he honored that, and that was a big help for me. So if you need a bath, sit back and enjoy it. Rinse off afterwards if you need to. I didn't, and I didn't ask him for a massage, but sometimes you can just, if you can get somebody to give you a massage after, most especially this blend here, to use this at night because it's very calming. It actually will help you sleep. And if you are able to get somebody to massage you, I can share some of those massage oil blends that I make and that he rubs, my husband has rubbed into my muscles. And a lot of people think I'm spoiled. I don't ask him for this stuff. Sometimes he just comes in and say, I think you need this. But if I take a bath at night, he knows there's something wrong, because I don't complain about my pain with him. He can tell when I'm in pain. He can just tell by how my body's moving. But he knows that if I take a bath at night and not say anything to him, he knows that, well, she's not doing well, meaning pain issues. So he will come in and offer a massage. It's not as good as my massage therapist. She is amazing. But he tries. And, you know, last minute stuff, I so appreciate that he's willing to do that. So I hope this is helpful. And I hope I didn't just guilt your own spouse into having to give you a massage. Just know that massages go both ways. If they can give you one, you can always give one in return when they have muscle issues as well. That's just part of having a partnership in a marriage or relationship, of giving to one another, giving each other space, understanding each other's pain, understanding the emotional aspects that might be going on in each other's lives, and just working together to make life easier. And during this time of life, or a season, the crazy stuff that's going on, we need that with one another. So I hope that you've subscribed. I hope that if this is informative, I hope you like it, and I hope that you leave a comment. And please be kind. There's not enough kindness in this world. And I realize I had a few rough spots talking. It's because that's part of my line. And if you don't like it, I'm really, really sorry. I do my best. But I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. It's been very therapeutic. I've been doing these type of baths since 2014. That's a long time. And they have proven to be very beneficial. So I hope you have a great evening. It's late on Monday night, so I hope that your week is fabulous. And if you do try this, come back and leave a comment and share your experience. And again, I will share some more recipes with you in the near future. So I hope that you have a great evening, and may God bless you. Have a great night.